Hey, welcome back to the Psychic Soul Healer channel. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Laura, and I'm going to do a general message for Aquarius. Know that energy is fluid, so just interpret the message as it intuitively resonates with you. Also, know that I will be talking about the shadows as well as the spiritual wounds and how they play out as karmic experiences, karmic themes that continue to play out within our life. We do look and see what is going on within your personal relationship, obviously, what your person feels about you. But I like to go much deeper. And the reason why is because when we have a soulmate connection, it's a soulmate twin flame relationship, or just a karmic relationship, these relationships are so complex. And not understanding why certain things happen, we tend to take things personally. And a wound is created from going through an experience that is traumatizing, and psychologically and emotionally traumatizing. We get those traumas from our relationships. So in order to integrate this spiritual lesson, there needs to be awareness. So yes, everybody wants to know what their person feels about them. That's important information, but it's the ego part of self wants to be satisfied with that. It's like, make me feel validated, make me feel loved, make me feel safe. Again, those are ego things, but the spirit part of self wants to grow, wants to be nourished, wants to be healed. And that only happens by creating new awarenesses that allow us to find new habits and behaviorisms and down to our core beliefs and really ground them, which allows us to see ourselves differently. Otherwise, we can never heal. A lot of times we say, yes, I know I grew up in an alcoholic family, or I know that I grew up in a toxic environment, or I know whatever the experience, but they're still dealing with the same karmic patterns, living the same karmic themes over and over and over in their life. And it's been years since they've lived in the house that they grew up in. So it's, like I said, it's more of a shadow healing channel. Just always like to put that out there. However, like I said, we are going to start by looking to see what your person feels and thinks. And before we get started, if you want to enter into winning a free reading with me, all you need to do is like the video, subscribe to the channel, and write the word of the video in your comment bar. The word of the video comes from the Psychic Soul Healer Oracle deck, and it's made for healing the shadow aspect of yourself. There are 78 cards in the deck titled under Transpersonal Psychology, and it comes with a workbook that has over 100 different exercises and 50 different oracle spreads, from healing everything from ancestral karma to learning how to integrate spiritual blocks within your heart to opening up your third eye and activating your own higher self and your own magic. Okay. So, I mean, it's a very multi-faceted vehicle for healing is what I consider it. The way that you can stay consistent in your own shadow healing, because it's a journey, it's a lifetime process of healing. Because what is life? Life is about going through an experience, having a perception, leaving that, and returning to a similar situation and seeing it through different eyes, seeing it through a different perception. Life is about thinking you know things to only discover that you didn't know them from a different perception. We get stuck in a perception where really we're down here in physical form to learn and to manifest, and we learn we're supposed to learn that we're not separate from God, which is the universe, which is unconditional love. And we're supposed to be able to learn that this through seeing things through all different perceptions. We get stuck in a limited perception of ourselves, of the world. And it's because we live those experiences. But there's many different realities that play out at one time. Your level of consciousness will determine how you manifest and what reality you perceive. So again, you want to write the word in your comment bar, and the word in the comment bar tonight is going to be tactlessness. I don't like that energy. Toxic. It's like I don't even need to say, let me tune in to feel the energy. We already know. Tactlessness is I am feeling like you're connected to someone that was a player. Feeling like Aquarius, someone that lies, someone that manipulates, someone that gaslights. Tactlessness. And so, and what I'm feeling is like you're in a place where you're like kind of asking yourself, why did I attract this person? Because you're not that. And also, how did you get fooled? This is what I'm feeling like. And so you're kind of taking it really personal, which is very common when we go go through a toxic relationship. We don't see what we see when we get out of the relationship. And many times that's because we're codependent, we're a little needy. We tend to feel as if we need, it's like we're codependent. We feel like we need somebody. We feel when we get into a relationship, we give that person too much. We care too much. We make that person almost more important than ourselves sometimes. And I'm feeling the person that's connected to you, I feel that they perceive that you were going to be like this. And what you showed them is that you are nothing like what they perceive. They completely misjudged you. Completely misjudged you. So I'm feeling like this person's definitely a karmic, but understand twin flames are even karmic, and everybody has the chance to evolve into a higher state of consciousness. And how do people do that? They do it by learning. So we look and we say, okay, let's see, what type of relationship do you have with this person? And why? We're going to look at the spiritual elements first, and then we're going to look at the hidden truths of what they really feel, and then what they're going to do. And then if there's healing energy, what you need to do in order to heal and to integrate. Okay, I missed you. Let's both stop running away. So again, their tactlessness is the fact that your person tried to get everything through their means, meaning I want you, but I don't want you to like date anyone else, move forward. I kind of want to keep things up in the air. So I ghost. This is the energy that I'm feeling. So I'm not feeling like you run away. What I feel like is this person tries to come back by giving you like a little breadcrumb. And what it is you have a boundary up. So they perceive that you're running away from them where you're not running away from them. They are projecting a lot. So you're connected to someone that needs a lot of healing. Don't judge this, just surrender. I know it's triggering, but from a higher perspective, it's a clearing energy and bringing us closer together. So your person, I believe that this is their message, why that they need, that they're the ones that are judging this. They have a lot of animosity and like anger because again, they're being triggered because they expected you to be a certain way. They are a player. So they think that they're smarter than everyone else. They think that they have the upper hand, and they always usually get what they want. And what this is that they do miss you. They do feel that it's a soul connection. That's why they want you even more. However, there is a sense that they need to surrender their ego and they're getting triggered. They're getting triggered because it's like they don't have any control. You show up in my dreams. It helps me process buried memories. So it's again, you have a hold on them. They're trying to run from this connection. They try to run away from it, block it out, move on, find somebody else, find a replacement. They can't. It's like they have exhausted every other avenue. This person has a very big ego. Union is an energy, not physical construct. Even when we aren't together, I can feel our union. Yeah, because it's again, it's a soulmate connection where sometimes, again, it's not for the purpose of romance. It's like, I mean, every soul relationship is one that teaches. And it teaches through, again, through the how the relationship plays out, how the other person triggers you, how you trigger the other person, obviously. And so, like I said, your person doesn't have control. They are not used of not having control. Like I said, I feel major player energy. So they have like this awareness that they're going through something spiritual. The same divine energy flows in each of us. This energy is a catalyst to our reunion. We just need to allow this energy to work its magic. So it talks a lot about resistancy and like being triggered. And so, though I do feel that this is a soulmate twin flame connection, because even though your person was a player and they played a lot of games and they were really tacky, they were coming from a very low vibrational frequency. But the fact that your person is like realizing that they're being triggered by you, but that you're important in their life. It keeps saying things like clearing is bringing us closer. I feel your energy. I know who you are. You show up in my dreams. I feel your energy, even when we're apart. I miss you. I long for you. That's the soul. However, this person needs healing because it's like we're being triggered, we're clearing. It's again, union is a physical construct. Even when we aren't together, I feel, like I said, it's all about the energy, the soul's connection. So this is a divine union, but it's a divine union, one that's purpose that I'm feeling is mainly for healing. So we're going to see again. When we have like but what I'm feeling is you have a connection with someone that there is a lot of unconditional love, there's a lot of passion, but there's so much trigger. There's so much like hurt feelings. There's so much anger. There's so much, and mainly because I'm feeling like your person had a big ego. So before they came to this place of awareness, that hey, you're my soul person, like, and all that other stuff that I just read, it's like they still have now they're looking at what they did. Now they're looking at the energy, but that's really what I'm feeling like they didn't know who you were, and they were so triggered by just who you are, and so they didn't let you in. They didn't give you time. You and I were too young, and I feel like they'll also make excuses. I regret lying to you, but they know that they lied to you. It's like they make a lot of excuses. They weren't ready to not be a player. That's really what it was. When I feel like they were too young, it's like they were too young. I feel like maybe they perceived that. I'm feeling like they wanted to date a lot of other people to see whether or not you were their person. They knew that you were their person, but there's a part of this person that's like, I need to experience it to know whether or not I'm making the right choice. And so they were not ready to like be with you at the time. And so, and that's what I mean by how they perceive that you and them were too young. And but they again regret lying and not being honest about it. Because again, the energy comes out like you're tactless, like you're a liar, you're a player, you just say nice things to you know, to get the person locked, and then you ghost. And you did this with a lot of other people, and they did do it with a lot of other people, and they also know that you know that, which is why they feel like, again, this energy is that. So there's not even so much what they did to you, just as a person. So many things remind me of you, but they can't get you out of their mind, because this is a soul relationship that teaches unconditional love, that teaches a person to step into their divine, masculine or feminine, to step into that best version of themselves, the higher self. This person was in their ego and only caring about themselves. We both know I am not the one for you. And the thing is, it's like your person's terrified to come back. They just feel like you're going to like tell them everything that they did, how they did it, why they did it. They feel like they're not going to be able to answer a lot of the questions without triggering you, without getting you mad. They know that you have a right to be mad. So I think that they're like, I know I was a distraction from your pain. So almost like, I feel like you met this person during a transition in your life. So in the beginning, it was all about the chemistry and the passion and everything like that. And there was a lot of promises, but you never got up that close. This person didn't take the time to really get to know you. They were a player. And so they just perceived that you didn't really care about them as much as you cared about them. But I believe that this person had low self-esteem, and they, being a player, like wanting to get to know a lot of people and to know the energy. I feel like this person never got to know anyone. And the reason why, it's like when there is 100 different flavors of ice cream, and every day you go into the ice cream store to get another taste of ice cream, this person never enjoyed the ice cream that they had at the time. They were always looking to the next, what they were going to have next. So there was a sense that you perceive that. That's why they're like, I don't think that you're going to like really like even be with me, because you're not that type of person. I left you before you can leave me, because you were only going to see that too. So they were just ego. They just wanted to get on full about it. They just wanted to have the upper hand. They wanted to be in control. They wanted to trigger you. Like that, I think that this person also thought that when they left you before you could leave them, that you would chase them, that you would be so distraught by them leaving that you wouldn't have cared about how they acted either. Because this person didn't want to be committed. They didn't want to be committed, and there's a part of them that still doesn't know what they want. It doesn't mean that they don't have feelings for you. Their soul has feelings for you. Their soul knows who you are. There's an ego part of themselves that is fighting it. I wish things could be different. So we ask, why now? Because what this looks like is like, this person is not living in alignment with what their soul wants. They're living in alignment with what other people want, is what I'm seeing and is what I'm feeling. And I want to see why I'm feeling that. I still have growing to do. there was a third party. Again, okay, so there was a karmic. There's someone else in this person's environment. Please forgive me. So it's again, I gave in to temptation. This person was getting away from that karmic person, and that karmic railed them right back in. So I believe that they've been in a relationship with her for a really long time with someone, possibly even married. Possibly, if they're not married, they have children. But there is something that keeps these two together, and your person's not strong. Your person's not strong. The secrets and deception. So your person wasn't honest with you, and that's what they know. So this is what your person that's attached to a karmic is with somebody that they don't want to be with at all. So they live a double life. They're in and out of relationships. They met you. They weren't planning on falling in love. They weren't planning on any of it. Why? Because they made their life work that way, even though it was imbalanced. Again, they get to save their money and they get to get their emotional needs met, but they're never fair. They're just takers. And it's in order to keep this shit show alive. So now you come along and they weren't prepared, as I said, and this is why they didn't know how to handle it. That's why, again, their ego is still running the show of I left you before you could leave me. Like, I never told you, our story isn't over yet. And I feel like on a soul's level, there's like you both feel like it's not over yet because it's a real soul's connection. But I believe that that's up to you. I believe that, like I said, it's up to you. However, like my issue is a lot with this person. And we're going to look and see why you would attract a person like this into your life. What are you supposed to be learning? Because please give me a second chance. I still love you and want to start over. I want to share my life with you. You're my secret inspiration. Your smile lights up my world. I love laughing with you. I'm in a superficial relationship with someone else because I'm not ready for real love with you. And that's what it's been saying. This person has a soul connection with you, but it's like they're completely living like they're living a life to please a karmic, like I said, and we're going to see why. It's like that's, and I know that sounds crazy, but we're going to see how long that they could live like this. I mean, I feel sorry, but it's almost like, is that karmic? Like, what is the karmic doing that's making them stay there? Or is your person's self-esteem that low where they need that much healing? And if they do, then it wouldn't be wise to be with a person that needs that much healing, number one, because they'd be all wounded and they would bleed all over you in the relationship. And if you're attracting this person, again, we need to find out why, because emotionally we see that they're not capable. We see that they are okay with using other people. They have very bad character. They're attached to a karmic. They're never going to give anything to anyone else except for that karmic. They feel obligated. They feel brainwashed. They feel like they have to do this. They don't want to do this. They, again, aren't strong enough to break free from it. And so, we want to see, just because we want to be nosy, what the karmic, like, what does the karmic have over them? Ace of Wands, like a passionate, the karmic wants a relationship with them. They love this person. However, they are karmic because they're as wounded as your person. They are wounded where they're very dominant. They are very controlling. They are very manipulative. They don't live their life. Their life is all about controlling your person. And this is why your person almost feels like obligated. Two of Swords, frozen with indecision. And this is where your person is at right now. So when I ask, like, really, again, like, what control does he have? It's like he can't make, he or she can't make a decision. And I'm kind of feeling like it's a male that can't make a decision. That's the energy there. That it's even though I pulled like there's a woman on the Two of Swords card, I'm still feeling like it's a male, and I'm feeling like they can't they feel guilted, they feel manipulated, and like you said, it's almost like the karmic is like, we're gonna try again, we're gonna try again, we're gonna try again, we're gonna keep it together, we're gonna keep it, where it's like your person doesn't want to make them feel bad. They feel obligated. They feel like they have to. It's everything this person has done for me. It's everything, but it's not what they want. Nine of Swords. Mind over matter. So again, it's almost like the karmic is telling them they need to do this. You need to be like here for our kids, here for the business, here for the house, here for me, almost like for a damn, they act like a little bit of a damsel in distress, like you can't leave me. Again, very manipulative energy. So it's really nothing is keeping your person there except for themselves. They feel guilted, they feel manipulated. And that happens if you've been with somebody for a long period of time. And so we look at their shadows, just so you know what you're dealing with. Because this person, we're going to see, like I said, we don't see them coming back, but we do see them have a desire. So how long can a person do mind over heart? Right? Mind over matter. How long can this King of Swords do that? You know, because right now it's like that, but they don't want to be in it. So attachment, dependence, addiction, see? So that's their wound, attachment. And I'm feeling like they could be drinking a lot to keep themselves in that space. And we look and see why you attracted this person. We have to, because like I said, you would never understand why you would be pulling in a karmic mate. Because right now this is a karmic mate because this person is not capable of stepping into their divine self, their higher self. They're still coming from an ego self. Look at what yours are. Loner, feeling different, not really feeling accepted, not really feeling as if you connect with other people. And so, like, again, that's completely different energy, by the way, which is why I felt like your person perceived that they could actually be in a relationship with you and be happy because you don't need to be with them all the time, where I feel like they're totally smothered by this person that is controlling. I just want to just look at more of your wounds. Friendship. Again, we had loner and friendship. So again, not having this person, I believe, like, was supposed to come into your life and be a friend, was supposed to be there for you in some way. And I believe that they weren't. And that's a spiritual wound too. So feeling like you don't have anyone, feeling abandoned, feeling not supported. I mean, what do friends do? They support. And this person like didn't do that because they were supporting somebody else. So even though they didn't want to. Again, but understand at this magic is it actually brought out your a gift within inside of you. So even though there was a lot of wounds, you also had buried gifts. And that happens a lot of times. It happens when we grow up in a family where we were suppressed ourselves. So I believe that you used to be controlled by your environment, that people used to be able to manipulate you, and you broke that karmic cycle. And I just believe that, like I said, the wound of not um, feeling supported. So we ask, what should you have done? What is the energy, or what should we have learned, or what should we look at? What else should we look at spiritually? And I'm going to pull from a few different decks. I'm going to pull from my healing deck and one more shadow deck. Because in a situation like this is a soul person, and this is Sucky's story, but I don't get to choose the cards. It's like your person loves you, but they're not strong enough to break away from someone that's guilting them and shaming them and manipulating them. They gave someone too much power. They're very codependent. And in that, it's like they desired you, they love you. When you created a lot of awareness for this person, you made them see that they're really living like out of alignment. Want, need, expect. Again, so want, need, expect. So I'm also feeling like for them, it's like their wound is, and for you also, it's like what you want. Is this what you want? Like, and need, emotionally need. I mean, we all need love. We all need support. Your person's not getting support and love. They're being manipulated. It's not being received, even if it is being given, because your person isn't open to it. They're there out of obligation. They're there because they feel as if they have to be. However, and again, expect. We should expect love. We need love. We want love. We're allowed to have that. So growing up in environments where you didn't get what you needed and what you would expect to get from the people that are closest to you, whether it's your mother, your father, sister, caregiver, somebody of importance, and of course, your soulmate, someone that comes into your life that you can feel that unconditional love for, which you and this person have. It's how your reading started. It was all about, I feel this spiritual connection, but I'm fighting it. I'm fighting it because I can't have it, because I'm too afraid to step into my true self. Not allowed to have needs, wants, and expect. Like your person's not allowed to have that, is what the karmic puts on them. And by you being connected to this person, you are staying bound to not getting your needs or wants and what you should be expecting for yourself. You're not getting that. So that's really important, that we need to look at that. We need to. Okay, because that was important. And now, like what I would like to do, because I want to make sure I have not read from this deck yet, which I did. So I want to pull from a different deck to just see again what your person may do in the future. Because how long can they stay in the situation where someone is manipulating them like this and suppressing them? I feel empty without you. Again, it really is. I feel like it's really eating away at them. Like I said, and I feel like they never expected to feel this way. Never. It's almost like they feel devastated. And the karmic, by the way, I feel is really getting anxious, because every trick in the book is not making your person really surrender, where they feel like, okay, we're back on track. They can still feel like your karmic is not happy, that they're depressed, that they're there, but they're not there, that they might be in the house, but they're not, emotionally and mentally in the house. They're daydreaming of you. And that's what it said through the reading. So they can feel that someone else is there. So almost like they're winning, but not because that they're winning. They're winning because they're not playing fair. So it's actually frustrating the karmic at this point. Finances are a problem. See, again, that karmic is holding that money, but you are the person in my dreams. So that's what it is. It's like they're trying to get money up to leave. Friends or family disapprove of this connection, which we already know it's the karmic, but I do believe that the karmic has brought in other people to try to manipulate this person because now they're not listening to the karmic. So they're dealing with shit, but they know what's going on now. I'm not ready. So they have to deal with this right now. And I feel like they at least know that they don't want this situation, but they can't figure out a way to get out of this situation because right now finances are an issue. But and they don't know when finances are going to get better, apparently. That's why they're not ready. So what we ask the universe, what is the spiritual energy that we can put into our life to make us feel better? What were we really supposed to learn aside from, like you said, making sure that we get what we want, need, and expect? I mean, that's a big one. But also we found our magic, and that's a beautiful thing. So you might have, again, during this time apart, while this person hasn't been with you, but working on a craft, went back to school, have done better in your job, have acquired certain things within your business, within, like I said, further education, like have did something which is going to help you, which is going to not just bring money, but bring you recognition, bring you fulfillment on some level. That's why it's magic, because it's almost like you transmuted the fact that instead of you being like, where are you? You're not here. I'm so sad. You're not here. You're not going to come back. You put your mind towards creating. You channeled that pain and the freedom. I realize my wounds create doubt, resentment, and guilt. So I work to free myself of darkness. I cast off negativity thoughts, find peace in my heart, and discover the being of light within me. So again, this person came into your life to teach you. That's why they came into your life. I don't believe that you're supposed to be together with this person because, again, by the time that they actually evolve, you will be, because you're already creating yourself. Your magic came out when this person was separated from you. You've been working on yourself. That means you've been making things happen for yourself. And so freedom is really like releasing it, coming to a place of accepting, seeing what you learned from the experience and releasing it, letting go, letting love. Like I said, because doubt and resentment and guilt, like we're all wounds that I believe that you had before this person came into your life, and they brought those wounds out to make you look at them. And so we only have so much energy. And so when we have shadows and it takes up negative energy, well, that's a part of your identity that's missing. That's part of yourself that you have detached from, that you have rejected from. And so the magic that you found was not just transmuting that negative energy, right? It was to not just, like I said, to transmute the negative energy, but to create a different version of yourself. That's huge. Wisdom. And that was the other thing that you were getting. God has a plan for you. I live here now, knowing beauty is to come. I don't force things to happen faster than the universe has decided for me. I learned from my experience, take small steps in faith and succeed thanks to all my efforts. So again, the plan, like I said, you're on your spiritual journey of creating and manifesting and evolving into the highest state of consciousness of unconditional love. So this person came into your life to help you release those spiritual blocks and to bring in more freedom and expansion for you, while again getting more acquainted with what you want, need, and expect within a relationship so that you could also manifest that. But it's not uncommon that when we are on our soul's path and making things happen, manifesting, and that's what it's saying. It's like you're in a place of creating magic right now that um, we usually can't have a partner in our life. This person was a karmic because if you would have gotten involved with them, they could have possibly taken you off your path. They would have taken you off your path because they were coming from a place of tactlessness, only caring about themselves. They weren't even ready for this type of relationship, even though they do have strong feelings, and sometimes that's just what it's about. Okay, I'm going to leave that there, Aquarius. You let me know whether you resonated with this story. And if you did, don't forget to write the word tactlessness in your comment bar. And I'll talk to you all soon. All right, bye.